Good to go.
All right. Hey, Jeff.
Thanks, JJ.
All right, well, welcome to this evening's meeting. First on the agenda is approval of the minutes from last meeting. Did everybody get a chance to review?
2 sets.
2 sets?
I sent out the September
Yep.
20th and the August.
Okay. Did you both see those?
Yep.
All right. You guys have any comments, corrections? If so, motion to
Approve.
second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, minutes, both sets are approved. All right, second on the agenda, Veterans Day. It looks like got the flyers out. Got the guest speaker, Miss Ella McFinlan.
Yeah.
And if you care to reshare the history, the bio on Ella.
She's actually the Patriots pen winner for the state of Pennsylvania.
Patriots pen.
Patriots pen.
That's an essay contest that would be a
Okay.
Okay.
sponsors.
Is this the same young lady that we wanted to be the parade marshal? Or is that somebody different?
No, I'm trying to remember. I think it is.
I think she was
Yeah.
the VFW post
Oh, yeah.
a junior parade marshal.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right, good. And are you guys all set, the VFW, for the color guards? And you guys do this stuff in your sleep now, right?
Well, we do have a goal. We just have to, they're expected to be there.
Okay,
Yes. Which the commander pointed out that, and he's gonna point that out tonight too. That they need to be, everybody needs to be there.
okay.
Whatnot. We do the color guard. I'm also a color guard there too, so.
Okay. Is there anything you need from us besides setting everything up?
Not. I know, because it's right out back there, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be right in front.
We'll take
Oh,
care
right in
of
front, okay,
the memorial that's kind of like
on the side.
on the side
Okay.
here. We'll take care of getting chairs, podium, speaker out there, things like that from our end. I believe Christine's already ordered the read for it, and I believe one of the correspondence going back and forth between Dave and Christine, the one last thing. We usually, it's been 2 years, but the laying of the wreaths typically has been, I believe the last few times, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, has been like a group of first responders, either firefighter, police, or EMS. I think that's what we've had in the past.
Yeah, we got a mixture of people. Yeah,
So as long as this committee's okay with it, I think I can ask Christine to reach out to Chief Clouser, which I think would be a nice thing to include him. He is a veteran.
Mhm.
He served in the recently, up to a few years ago, I believe, he served in the reserves as a sergeant major. So I believe he would be a good candidate to do something like that.
That's Stuart Cressman's friend, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been trying to get him into the post.
Yeah. But
so one from the police and then one from the VFW? Is that,
that, or I can reach out to the volunteer fire chief. We can reach out to Nick Marino or Russell Lee to see if they have anybody who's a first responder who's maybe served or anything like that would like to participate in the wreath laying. I think we've had up to 2 people do it.
It's just one read, right?
It's one wreath, but we've had 2 people,
well, we're gonna have one wreath, we're gonna put one at Veterans Park, which we have to put that hook on the post.
we'll take care of that.
And then we're gonna lay one here also.
I think that's what you guys were saying last meeting or so. You were gonna have somebody from the fire department and police department to do that wreath laying. We had the flag and everything.
I mean, sometimes it's hit or miss, but in the past, it's been, sometimes the VFW post has connections to awards that you usually give out around July 4th. To police officers, things like that. I think they might have gotten some of them involved
Okay.
in the past, but as long as everybody here's okay with it, I thought using Chief Classer would be a good
Yeah.
avenue, and I can potentially like I said, reach out to our local EMS and fire to see if they can put forward a candidate who has either served or something that could also participate in, would be willing to participate in the ceremony.
No, that's fine. It's a good idea.
That works.
It's a good idea.
Just wanna think about, flags. We're bringing our flags, right, from color guard.
Yeah,
Do we have stands for those? When you
Uh,
go to post the colors?
we have stands and all that.
Okay.
So, you're bringing the flags? So,
Yeah, the flags for the stands,
Right.
that type.
so you're gonna put one up at Veterans Park and take the one from Veterans Park down?
Now, these would be the ones that.
No.
Oh, you mean, oh,
flag
the
guards
holding flags.
carry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who's bringing the flags that,
We've already talked with Bob and Bill. Those will all be taken down that day.
okay,
And perhaps at the end of the ceremony, we can have a new flag for out here to raise up the flagpole. So it's Memorial Day tradition where it's like till noon, it's supposed to be at half
Yes,
mast.
yeah, right.
And then at noon, you raise it the rest.
Yeah.
You like bring it down and put it all the way up or something
Like
like that.
Veterans Day doesn't.
That's Memorial Day, you do that,
yeah,
right?
yeah, you can raise it all the way on Veterans Day.
But we can have a brand new flag that, you know, the color guard can do a little ceremony and raise it here as well
Okay.
beforehand,
Right, right,
because we have that flagpole that's right outside there.
right,
Yeah.
right. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. Come on in, have a seat. So you have the new flag for Veterans Park. They're gonna take the existing flag for Veterans Park, bring it here. We're gonna put it in the shadow box.
Yep.
And then the other flag, we'll have it for the VFW to raise.
Yeah,
Take the old one
we'll
down.
have we will have the old one down and we'll have an empty flagpole, so that part of the ceremony, they'll put up the new
Okay,
flag.
good,
We'll have
good,
everything put in shadow boxes
good.
prepared. for
You know,
the-
Christine contacted me. I just ordered 2 shadow boxes for 2 flags.
Yeah,
And they've been awarded, right? We have 2 recommendations.
the VFW recommended Lou Vitola and Jeanette Brennan from Shamrock Greens.
Yeah, that's a good choice. That's a good choice right
Yeah.
there. That's they do a lot with veterans up there. It's the horse,
Like told is a World War II vet.
yeah,
Not a lot of them left.
no. I thought actually Vern was the last one at your post.
No,
No, wasn't Burn World War I?
no.
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 Yeah,
Well,
he served in both years, both Japan and Europe.
That's crazy.
I don't remember what it was for Burn.
Yeah,
World War II.
well, God bless him. All right, I haven't looked at the monument in a couple of weeks. Is it ready to go or?
Clean up.
I will talk to Bill about getting it more prepped. It needs to be pressure washed and sanded. I think the brick area needs to be cleaned,
I mean,
definitely.
I'm willing to help out if you guys are undermanned. I'm willing to help out to clean it out there or weed or whatever.
Let me talk to Bill May tomorrow and I'll get a message out to the committee about maybe having a day or something, or I'll talk with Bill about, you know, I don't know what everybody's schedules are like, if it needs to be a weekend or if it could be like, 4:30 or something during the week, and see if Bill can stick
Yeah.
around and help
Yeah,
out.
let me know. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go out there, like I said, make it after work or first thing in the weekend or,
Well, I'll talk to him about maybe they'll do the pressure washing during the day and then maybe have something like you talked about, have some flowers, we'll just plant some stuff, make it look nice as we get closer to that event.
okay, good.
Yeah, it looks like it was, like, when I had to go to the shed, so it looks like all the weeds are out, everything's just
Yeah, just
the
needs to
dirt
be
there.
clean
Yeah.
there, clean and,
Yeah, because Bill Mays had a couple of ideas with that area just because of the trees. It's really hard to get the grass to grow. So he's even in some capacity mentioned like doing astroturf or something that would make it look clean, limit maintenance, but like at the same time allow for the area to stay a little bit
mhm.
cleaner. Rather than the mowers that to cut the little grass that's there, they run the mowers across and it blows stuff everywhere.
All right, good. Yeah, just let us know.
I
Let
will,
us know, give us some date and times, and if we can make it, we can make it. If not, then we can't. But I think after 4:30 for most of us, or after 5 and first thing in the weekend, first thing Saturday morning or something. You know. Could bring our boots and shovels. What else? Did we miss anything?
The only other thing that's from our end is we've reached out to Mike Mead. And he's coordinating with all the kids at St. Jude's about who's available to come over for that.
Okay.
So we're just waiting back to make sure he has a head count on enough people.
Going back to the shadow boxes, are we gonna have a little plaque on them? Or are we, that this flag was flown at Veterans Park and this flag was flown at the North Branch Veterans Memorial?
We haven't done that, but I can certainly reach out.
I don't remember if we did that before. I think we did before.
I know, I think in the past we have done it. I'll reach out to Christina and see what we can do with that and potentially putting their names on it or something.
Yeah.
Since we know who they are in advance, we can certainly call up a award shop. I'm pretty sure they could make up a plaque.
There's a little, yeah.
Yeah, and this flag was flown, calendar year 2023 at Veterans Park, and this flag was flown at North Branch Memorial 2023.
Yeah,
Like having their name on it, like that's the minimum. For the shadow box, so
yeah.
just a little plaque.
I'll see what we can get and see how much we can fit on there, with what size. I'll have to look and see.
And I know you don't want a Navy guy folding the flag. Who's the flag folder for you guys? Or is that something we're gonna do ahead of time?
Like I said, I'm gonna have the shadow boxes prepped and ready to go for this ceremony.
You guys know how to fold flags?
Yep.
Okay, well, they do it all. They do it all.
Just Google it.
I
Oh, man,
always,
I wanna go
I
Google
did it a couple times. I always mess up at the end.
All
I
I
can't
know
get
is
it tucked in.
the stars end up out.
Well, yeah,
That's
but the proper tuck,
blue.
the proper tuck.
The blue and the stars are supposed to be out.
And if you can get the one star at the top triangle, then you did great.
Yeah,
That's always the hardest part.
All right, we're gonna observe. We're gonna observe.
I'm gonna have Bob Skelton do it. So.
There you go. There you go.
Mike, I was just thinking about the plaques for the shadow boxes. If you can't fit everything on the plaque, you put just the names and then we can make a note of where this flag was flown when we did the presentation.
Yeah, we should be able to fit that.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be able.
I was gonna say, and even if I can't, like maybe on the front, it'll have something and we can see if we can have something made up for the back of the shadow box. They
Yeah.
maybe have
Yeah,
like a little, like Christina can make up a nice little card that has like a little.
yeah, because we did it for Buddy Mayers, and we put his name and we're the flag, so,
I think that's I think that's the first one we did the name thing.
yeah.
So we'll look and see which shadow boxes Christine ordered and how big the area is that we can fit a plaque in. But like I said, I think there might be something we could do to the back side of the shadow box, like name on the front, but the back, and we can make up some kind of card that sticks to it.
Yeah.
With a little detail, this flag was flown here on this day.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
All right, good. And then everybody had a chance to review the program. Any comments on it? I didn't see anything that stands out.
Was it the main thing from talking with Christine was the wreath laying ceremony. And that was just, I wanted to get direction if everybody was okay with that, but I think. Dave has supplied just about everything we need for that program.
Very good. Also, I don't want to keep being the one talking, but do you guys do anything with veterans at Pine Run or at the Four Seasons?
We used to visit Pine Run.
You-
Not Pine Run, I take it back.
Four Seasons?
Four Seasons and the Chamonix Man. Place, but we stopped doing that. They stopped us from doing that because of COVID.
Mhm.
So I don't think we've ever initiated that. And Chuck, I mean, we initiated.
No, we tried, but with COVID and we have our staff meetings there. And just found out there was 3 people in there that are quarantined due to COVID.
So that's,
So they're start there and they have them up on the 3rd floor, but they said if it gets down on the 2nd floor and I was gonna get tricky.
Mm. Is we had reached out to Pine Run for the fall festival. And they have a veterans committee at Pine Run that they run privately. And we had mentioned to them if they can get transportation for their veterans to the fall festival, especially the ones that don't drive or what have you. And Human Resource says, yeah, not a problem. We can get the bus to take them from Pine Run to the fall festival. And we're gonna try to reach out. I'm gonna talk to Christine, see if we can reach out again to the Four Seasons in Pine Run. But it would be nice to get some of these vets out to the ceremony. You know,
Yeah, because-
I can also have Christine, we also can use the dart.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
free, because the township contributes to it, we can ask.
well, New Seasons has their own van.
Yeah, so I'm saying we can also ask for a bus too. In that capacity, if we need
I'll
more
take it.
transportation.
Rent the van out, well, I'll take it. I'll take it.
so is this something we should do, or something that VFW's done in the past, or I don't want to step on anybody's toes?
You can bring the vets to these.
Or contact Human Resources to see if we can get the vets to the ceremony.
Yeah, I would reach out to them since we haven't done it in a while,
Okay,
see if they're willing to let these people go.
because as a committee, we're trying to get more involved with people too. You know, Veterans Park is nice. We did a good job and all that, and still got some work to do, but I think reaching out to veterans and helping them, their needs, I think would be another step to this committee.
Well, anything to get them out of there.
Yeah, really. All right,
Get some fresh air.
I knew like, well, you're saying like for Pine Run, I knew they went through new management and everything. And I heard about that and then,
yeah, they just sold Pine Run, they just sold the facility to a Presbyterian, or it's there's a new sign there that doesn't belong to Doylestown Health anymore, or there's a new owner.
yeah, and that's
Well,
what I
Pine Run.
heard and seen.
The retirements,
They were Pine Run, you saw?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't see
yeah.
that.
yeah, you got new signs and everything. I know they were going through new management. I think it's called Presbyterian something.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't been down that way because sometimes I'll cut across, but since they were doing the pipelines and I couldn't get down there.
Yeah, Ferry Road.
Yeah,
Ferry
glance.
Road's better.
Mark, have you talked to them in the past? Is that? For their HR for Ed Pine Run?
Yeah.
Do you know who you talked to that you could send that to me?
Yeah, Christine and I both have their contact
Oh,
information.
okay, she does, Christine
Oh,
does?
yeah.
Then we can certainly, Jim, if whoever the post would like, we can certainly, as the staff, start facilitating that conversation.
Okay.
Because my initial thought is if they do have a veterans committee, it might,
You don't want
Get
to
it.
conflict.
well, but like getting them to come out might be more effective if it's coming from another veterans
Right.
organization to try and coordinate
Yeah,
that. You know, that's just my thought, and it might be a little more.
either that or they go to the Doylestown ceremony, which is much larger, since they're located in Doylestown. Or closer to Doylestown, I should say.
Yeah.
But,
But we can certainly facilitate
Yeah,
that conversation and see what can happen.
I mean, HR they were receptive of us, you know, being transportation to the fall festival.
And like I said, we can imply that we can also help if, you know, I think it's what Sarah, if they don't have a driver that day or something, we can certainly reach out to the DART and provide some transportation to come.
You just want to give them advance notice so that they can get the residents prepared to go, because we had that problem. When we used to visit, they would tell them, hey. Because we would bring coffee and donuts for these guys.
Mhm.
It was a big deal, but we had to depend on the staff to get the word out, you know. To get them to come down to participate. And they didn't always do that.
Yeah, because I think, so around, what's that, around Memorial Day. It was, they had, something going on there. Was it Memorial Day this year, last year? But what they had was, the police department from down there. I believe it, Chalfont's down that way. And they were giving them awards, but that was the only time that people clustered down in the patio. It was in the afternoon, and I forget if Christine was there. I'm not sure, but you know, there was a whole event, they had cake and everything. I forget what she was celebrating, what it was, the celebration was.
Mm.
And that was the biggest crowd I'd seen, you know, you normally go in. Cause they're all up in their rooms and down and. So I don't know, see what you can do.
So I saw the ceremony being advertised on Facebook. I saw it on New Britain. I saw it, it's on the billboard.
Yeah, I didn't look today. If it's not there, it's supposed to be going up. Christine's talked about it to let them know we're having it here.
All right. All right, good.
Other than that, if we're moving on from that, I don't want to take over the other business. I just wanted to update the committee on, obviously, the fall festival did not go we didn't get to hold it as planned, but, we have been reaching out to all the participants this year, and I think all but 3 have agreed to come back for the date next year, so we have all the donations that were already made, so we already have a head start on next year's fall festival. The only other thing I wanted to bring up about that, and also all the raffle baskets, I believe Park and Rec, because they did so much, we wanted, Christine and I talked with Mark about it, wanted to defer to Park and Rec what they wanted to, if they wanted to take some of those baskets for the Santa house or whatever they wanted to do with them, since they put so much time and effort into them, wanted to give them the opportunity to decide what to do, and they decided to leave 10 of the baskets for bingo for next year. So we already have 10 baskets for our bingo event next year. And there were 4 baskets that had perishable items. Christine dismantled those baskets, and we're gonna donate the perishable items to the food larder and maybe remake those baskets at a later date with those perishable items, but that stuff got broken down. And then the last thing, because of the rain date, and I think this is something I want to decide, this committee should decide early next year, if not sooner, adding a rain date for the fall festival as it grows. First year, we really had to deal with this type of weather. I just want to put in the community, there may be different things that we haven't dealt with before when it comes to it. For example, we might be as a committee or a township being required to put down more of a deposit on some of the vendors and things like that, because we're asking them to hold 2 weekends, 2 Saturdays. So there may be some issues, just bringing up one that we've talked about in-house off the top of our heads, just to make the committee aware, but like I said, I think that should be a decision we make in January, and I just want, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm all for rain
I'm all
dates.
for that for too
Yeah.
as well.
With a rain date, which
Yeah.
I figure.
A total cancellation,
That
that
make
was-
it now.
We've always been for rain dates, but at the time, things change and we really, this is the first time it really got canceled.
Yeah, there's a non-COVID related and actual weather related.
Yeah, it's disappointing too, because this was, I
It's
mean.
gonna be big.
This is
Our
200th, I know.
our Parks and Recs, this is the best Park and Rec board I've seen in a township for a long time. They did a super job. Baskets and our event coordinator, Christine, and we had 50 something vendors. We had some nice donations, some nice sponsorships. So it's kind of a shame, but it's always next year, right?
How did the fireworks go off?
Good,
The
nice.
fireworks were good.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure.
I was just telling Mongo, it was great. I saw it from my thing, it was great.
Yeah.
Cause even with the rain, I was like.
My
it's raining.
only comment to them was, I wish they slowed it down just a little bit. Like,
Did it go-
they could have drug it out a little bit longer than they did. But overall, I thought it was really well, considering again, the weather inhibited us in a way that we couldn't park any cars here, so we had to go to Plan B, which was We had student first and 2 dart buses down at the Giant. There to shuttle people here and back and forth, so. But, you know, we've already had board members say they wanna see fireworks back, so, you know,
That's great. That's great.
if it is, it's, you know, looking at the fall festival, clearly if we get to fireworks, the event's gonna have to be longer and, you know, we may have to start it at, you know, midday or, you know, 1 and have it go into fireworks, but I think that's, you know, as I've said internally in conversations, I think the big thing for this event is to continue to incrementally grow it, expanding it every year, and it's gonna. From when I got here, I'm sure from when Marco, you and Angela and everybody, Bill Malone, who was on the committee, started it. From where it came to when I started, from where it started from I came, I can't imagine it, I imagine it's grown every year. So.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Continuing to try and add to that event, in any way we can, I think is a good day for a community. When the only thing you have to pay for when you come out is food, and you can bring out your kids and there's all kinds of activities and things like that. Turns out to be a good day.
The tiles. You still got a lot of them?
Yep.
Alright.
We still got some for sale, if anybody would like one.
What, or is that posted anywhere?
I mean, I can
Um,
post it on the New Britain Township Facebook page, right?
It's been on the
Christmas time.
Facebook page, it's been on the website, I'll talk to Christine about trying to get a few more out, you know. That should probably get posted once a week. Just, you know, to keep people aware of it, that we're selling 300th anniversary tiles. Like I said at the last meeting, we've ordered and paid for 200 of them so far. The idea was not to go beyond 300 for the 300th anniversary, to kind of make them limited, special in some sort of way, because, you know, yeah, if you just make them for everybody, it's not really commemorative or limited edition, so it's, you know.
And who has in the front?
And if you go in at the front, anybody can help you with them, Christine. Generally, if you're here from 93, Christine would be the one that would help you with that, or Kim or Shell can too.
And what are they selling for?
$40.
$40. And they're made by,
They're Whispering Woods, we didn't do the tile works, we did.
Oh.
Well, I thought they came out really well. But Christine just got back. If you want afterward, I can show you. We have one framed.
Okay.
That we can hang up, and you know, Christine and I are looking for any of the older ones we do to kind of get any of them framed that we can, to kind of have a display of them, because I know we have a 250th. So try and get them all in the same style of frame so we could hang them up somewhere so they would look kind of nice, because we also got all our resolutions and commemorations framed that we can hang up. 2 for the 300th anniversary.
not good. Good. What else you got?
That was it. Those are the things I wanted to make sure we talked about. Clearly a rain date, so
Okay, good.
generally with the rain date, you do it the weekend after.
Yeah.
So as long as everybody's okay with that, you know.
So, I don't think the email went to the Veterans Committee, which I think they should have, but they were gonna do some tree plantings at Veterans Park. This last Saturday, and I guess it got rained out.
Yeah, when I get another update of when they're rescheduling that, I will forward that to the committee also.
Please, yeah.
Since you remind me that, I'll make sure I get the committee, Ryan Cressman's memo about what they're looking to do.
Okay.
Just so everybody can see. It's pretty consistent with what they want to do. One, they're looking at planting some trees in that lower lying area where we have water issues, to see how much,
Mhm.
see if some of those trees can help. I don't think it's fully gonna fix it the way it is, but see
Everything helps.
what impact they have. And there was conversations about getting some of those buffer trees along New Galena. In the conversations, our public works superintendent Ryan
Yeah.
Cressman had with
Just let us know when it's rescheduled.
volunteer.
And, I mean, the reason I got the email is because I was on Parks and Rec, but you guys didn't.
Didn't get anything.
Okay. And then the pumping station at the end of Veterans Park. They're just about done there. Do you recall if they were committed to putting any type of landscaping around that pumping station?
Yep. There's supposed to be fencing with some sort of green to make it transparent, along with landscaping around there to be approved by the township engineer.
Okay. All right, good. Good. That's almost done. Well, they didn't do a bad job, actually. What else, guys? Anything? Good. Hope you. Any news from the VFW?
Nothing to.
Anything, Commander?
Public?
There you go.
I think speaking with you earlier, you were interested perhaps coming on the committee or?
Yeah, it's difficult for me to get here at 5:30, but yeah, that's what I wanted to do, yeah,
Okay. I'll get your email
okay,
and we'll send you an application. And like I said, if you can make it, that's great. And if you're
Okay.
late, that's also fine. You know, we can use more help. So I'll send you the link. You could just fill out the application online
okay, great.
and we can do that. All right, here comes the boys, so we better get out of here.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor? All right, motion adjourns. Thanks for stopping by.